Welcome back, friends, to the porch here at Lantern 1. It's cobbler time. Alright, friends, we're going to fight with a little bad lighting here. My number 10 Dutch oven, non-stick aluminum foil, 1 package of Quaker maple and brown sugar. I've used the Walmart brand, yellow queen peaches and syrup, cake mix, cinnamon. I have butter in the refrigerator. I'll haul that out here in a little bit after I get everything set, and of course my cup of coffee. Good stuff. I'm going to line the Dutch oven with some foil. The liquid will get around it. It just prevents it from burning on the bottom. We're going to line our Dutch oven here. Stop and talk to a friend here for a second. So that's going to be excessively bright. What I like to do is I'm just going to fold it and try to nice little seam here. My charcoal is probably about ready. One can with all the juice. This is not going to be a huge cobbler. I'm just going to go light on everything. And you want to go about half the juice out of this can. I'm just going to drain it. I'm going to be lazy and drain it on the ground because the dog will come lick it up probably. There you go. I like it just so that there's a little juice on the peaches, and I'll show you here in a second with the mix. So I can get a spoon in the butter, and I will be right back at you here. I'm just using Duncan Hides. Probably not going to use the whole cake mix. We'll see. Again, I call this a cobbler. It's more like a kind of a dump cake or something like that. We're gonna do a little bit in there, and this is all by eye. I don't measure this. But I found that if you get the cake mix in the liquid, it's going to. And I poked a hole in it already. Good job. Get the cake mix in the liquid. It kind of thickens up a little better. Otherwise, it can be a wee bit runny. Need a lot, just enough to get a little bit in the mix there. And I have created a major point of failure here. I did not just lift my finger, it's an illusion. I will not put it back in here. This finger looking good though. I'm used to juice escaping. I like to use the Saigon cinnamon. It is actual cinnamon. Some of the stuff you get, it acacia root, I believe is the name of it. It's not actual cinnamon. It tastes like cinnamon. It's similar, but the real stuff just generally has a different flavor. It's stronger. Costs more. Kirtland makes a nice brand we get on the Amazon. And I'm just going to do a little dabble here. And this is kind of a new thing I started doing with this, with the Quaker. I make 1 brown sugar, but it actually worked pretty well. Take a sugar packet. This gives you that kind of a crispy topping. You could probably cut in with a little butter on this even, but it's got a little brown sugar in it. Generally, a pat of butter, and you're just going to cover every inch of this with buttery goodness. Again, this is definitely not a health food. I have actually the campground owners loves this, so I'm going to take a slice of that up, share it with them, and then there's a group camping down here that comes every year. I'm going to share a little bit with them. I'm going to keep the butter out of the sun here because it's getting warm. This Lifetime brand table I'm cooking on, I've had since my teardrop days. This is one of the first accessories I got to go with my teardrop camper because it fit underneath the bed of my Silver Shadow, which was made by, at the time the company was called Yoder Toder. They make tab and everything now. I don't know if they still work under that name. Kind of an interesting success story if you look it up. The guy that started it was it's run by an Amish gentleman who became allergic to redwoods and started doing campers. Repaired one of the little campers and started making them. They almost went out of business, and then there was a resurgence right as they literally closed their doors. Now they're running new camp out of a huge factory, so that's a good an Ohio success story for a business there. Alright, this is what's called slathering in butter. This is actual Tupperware that I found at a Goodwill. I'm going to put some more of the cinnamon goodness on it here. You want to be generously cautious with your use of real cinnamon because it is pretty spicy, but you know, it's for friends, so I break out the good stuff for the cobbler. Alrighty, get some tongs and my fire gloves and head over to the fire here and get this old boy set up and cooking. Just remember, I know if you have done Dutch oven cooking, you'll know you want to put a lot more coals on top than the bottom, and make sure you have a handle. You have a set of, these are welding gloves, but I have a set of gloves here, so join me at the fire. There's a good hot fire right there. Totsy. That lid is good. I said I had tongs, I do. I didn't bring them over here. Okay. Trying to go for a semi-level surface here. Alright, we're going to rotate the Dutch oven one direction and the lid the other. That way we'll rotate our baking in the temperature around here, and we're going to cook this about half an hour. level, but it's not perfect. There we go, look at that. I'll give it, I'm going to take it off the heat, let the top cook for another couple minutes. And it's pretty much done right there, so maybe 5 more minutes on the top. I'm just going to move it over here. All the coals I had underneath, they weren't distributed great, but again, this isn't like I'm baking a thing. Alright friends, this is done. I probably won't tape the actual digging in on the cobblers. I'm going to run over to a couple campsites where I've got some friends. But there you are. What you're going to bite into there is some buttery goodness with all that other stuff in there. You're dealing with a hot iron here. But yeah, that's pretty good. That top is nice and crispy. That crisps up pretty well. And you can see that the actual cake mix in the moisture kind of thickens it up, so you don't have to add, like, you know, like you'd add tapioca or a flour. Well, we just did that with the cake mix there on that oat breakfast instant quick oat top there. Kind of adds to a little bit of crunch to it. So, a little hack there. But if you're a scout troop or just a teardrop camper or like the old Dutch oven there, that is 4-ingredient cobbler. So peaches in a syrup, just enough liquid to cover the peaches. You're gonna put a cake mix on there. I like the Duncan Hines yellow cake mix. I stir a little bit of that into the liquid. Maybe even put a little bit of cinnamon down on top. I'm gonna layer on my cake mix, sprinkle my instant oatmeal on the top. Cinnamon and sugar is awesome. Cover it with butter, sprinkle some Saigon cinnamon. Cook it for about half an hour, and just keep an eye on it. Rotate your lid and bottom. And that's my really simple cobbler. So now the secret's out. You'll never have to watch another cobbler video again, and you can probably experience this Goodery Goodness here for yourself. This is Caribou Dave coming to you live from the front porch on Lantern 1. It is early August. Caribou Dave, remember, do what you can, where you are, with what you have. Go eat me some cobbler. Caribou Dave out.